Okay, so this is basically an unboxing video for anybody that's curious about what you get from Amazon.com and actually from Taylor Toolworks because this is carried by Amazon, but it comes from Taylor Toolworks, which supplies a lot of woodworking tools and products. So in the little box here, there's this pouch, and that is how the 123 blocks come individually wrapped in this oily wax paper that keeps it from getting rusty on its boat ride from overseas. You'll notice this is the 23 hole version. It has about as many holes as you can put into a 123 block. And so the reason I got that was I wanted the most configurations in terms of bolting them together because I wanted to create different shapes for different applications. And so I actually bought, I believe, two sets of the 23 hole blocks. And then this is what sold me on them was the Taylor Toolworks hardware kit. And so I don't think I show them off, but I'm going to cut there's just a couple of stickers holding that package together. And so I'm going to pull out some of the hardware. And so there's three sets of screws and an Allen wrench, and I believe there's a slotted driver bit in there for aligning. You'll see the notch in the top of that pin. How it works is one of those silver barrels with the hole in it, the screw will just slide right through. And so that goes into one of the holes in the blocks, and then the screw will slide through that. And with the other silver barrel installed in the other 123 block, you can connect more than one and you can change the shape. So if you wanted to have kind of an L-shaped square, or you want two of them together to make a 6-inch block, or whatever you want to set up as a hyper accurate jig, you can use this hardware, as you can see, to make the shape that you need. So at this point, I thought it was probably smart that if I'm going to find all the pieces later, I should probably just put the cap back on. Okay, so we've got is the 123 blocks from Taylor's Tools. I bought them through Amazon because there's a bunch of other Amazon stuff that I wanted. So sorry, Taylor Tools. I am a fan of your guys. You do guys really great service. Love your products. This is one good example. And you'll hear the road noise in the background. I got to do this outside because I got to clean these guys off with mineral spirits. And mineral spirits is ideally an outside gig. So 2 boxes. They don't sell them as a 4-pack. I bought 2 2-packs. Because I wanted to potentially do things, if I've got it right in my head. I'm thinking I could maybe use these for setting up something like a 4 corners of a table, and I could get everything set to exactly the same height. So yeah, that cracks me up when I see them. They always remind me of Swiss cheese. So that's the packaging out of the way. So I've got some old low odor mineral spirits. I'm just going to give them a bath and try and get that shipping oil off them. It's going to be a generous bath. Not a lot of science to this. You know, I thought they'd be a little waxier, and they're not. They're very oily as I adjust my crouch. So they're cleaning up pretty easily. They also look like giant dominoes for some reason. I mean, obviously it's the rectangle with the holes, but I always feel like they should be signifying something when I grab them. So scrap paper aside, I'm going to come back with a fresh piece of paper towel and just try and wipe off the excess as much as possible. So that looks pretty good. I'm just going to let it air out, set it aside. On a dry part of the paper. And I'm probably going to get 2 blocks worth of drying off with this one paper towel. So another one set aside there. I'll put them over here to dry. I'll grab another piece of paper out of my pocket. So this is kind of like woodworking setup. You know, getting a tool is one thing, but sometimes you need to kind of dial it in. Just getting these things cleaned off where you can handle them. And then the plan is to use some Johnson's paste wax. I think it's Johnson's. You get it at the big box stores like a Home Depot or a Menards if you have those where you're at. And so there we go. Those are cleaned off. I just need to get some wax on these guys.